Okay, another job for tonight is the assembly of the shock absorbers. So I got bored, and because the weather was so bad and I couldn't do any two-pack painting, I opted to paint the shock absorbers and the springs in a air drying single pack metal enamel, sprayed on from an aerosol. It's just your bog standard hammerite. It's had 4 coats on the actual shock absorbers and 3 coats on the springs, and they've come up pretty smartly. They've been hanging up and curing for about 4 days now, and I've now got to the point where this is the job that needs doing. Now let's see if I can remember what the order of assembly is for these. I believe, actually these have come up really nice. I don't know if it shows in this light, but compared to the rusty wrecks they were, they actually look really good. But like I said, it's just trying to remember the order of assembly. Now then, I believe, I don't want to scratch the paint because even though it's been air drying for 4 days, it is still quite soft. Please don't drag, please don't drag. Come on. There we go. Get that to drop down. Okay, the next bit was the plastic sleeve that goes over the top this way, followed by the black spring, which sits over the plastic sleeve. Seems a shame to cover up all that nice paint I've done. Followed by a chrome spring, which unfortunately there's not a lot I can do with these. Put the good side up, I think. Put the good side. It's almost like there should be a some kind of metal spacer between these springs, but they don't seem to have that. They just butt up against one another. And now, actually, what I didn't check was that this was on the lowest. Just retract that. I want to make sure that this is on the lowest setting. No, it was on the lowest setting. There we go. Otherwise it's going to be a pig to assemble. And goes the spring. Okay, and then finally the end cap, which I'm hoping won't be a struggle because we're not under a lot of tension. And there we go, first shock absorber looking 100% better than it did when I took it off the bike. Actually I say 100%, the chrome spring's not perfect, but it looks a damn sight better than it did when it came off the bike. So again, I've got to do the same. I don't even know if you can see any of this. What's going on here? Again, we've got the chrome preload adjuster, which I don't want to scratch the soft paint. It's just got that draggy feel. It could just be going over the seal, but oh. Don't scratch the paint. Oh, this one's been really draggy. Okay. I don't know why I'm being so precious, because a lot of the paintwork is underneath this plastic sleeve, so it's hidden. But I'll know it's scratched, although I seem to have got away with it. I think it's been curing just long enough to be hard. The black spring, followed by the chrome spring to get the good side up. Which is the good side? Does it have a good side? Let's go. Let's just stop fucking around. On you go. And then finally, with the end cap. There we go. Right, 2 shock absorbers. 1, 2. I do need to put the rubber grommets back in, but I'll do that when it comes to fitting. Okay, so here we go. The line here, as I said before, is terrible. I can see alright, but it never comes out well on film. But the shock absorbers look lovely and glossy and black. As I said, they've had plenty of coats of paint on there. We've got the newly painted black springs, the unpainted chrome, all the way down to nicely painted end pieces, and they look really smart. I'm really pleased with those.